Hey everyone! Today we'll be talking about eggs, and not the kind you find at the supermarket. Although, if you go there, you might find a few guys wandering down the women's aisle subconsciously, not understanding why they keep walking down that aisle. Well, what is an egg? Well, check back on this channel in a year. Just kidding, it'll be sooner than that. So, an egg is a trans person that doesn't realize they're trans yet. And a lot of times, in hindsight, everything makes sense. All the reasons for the things that they do or the thoughts that they had. So, for instance, somebody assigned male at birth, they might be living their life as a boy and they might always want to be a woman in their own mind, and they're like, you know what, I'm sure all guys think this way. Surprise, they don't. And that person would be an egg, and when they come out as a trans woman, they would have hatched from that egg. So an egg can be somebody of any gender identity. It's not just trans women, although most of the memes you see will revolve around trans women. Now, there is some philosophical school of thought about whether or not you can call other people eggs. And one of the reasons for this debate is some people argue that nobody knows whether or not somebody's trans except for themselves. And that's true. That's a valid argument. But there's also humor in life, right? You can enjoy a good joke, or you can use something to explain experiences. I think it really boils down to what is the joke hitting at and why. Are you harassing somebody with it because that's a bad thing? Are you trying to push somebody out of the closet that's not ready yet? That's also a bad thing. Are you just joking around with friends and everybody's a-okay with it? That's fine. Is it a character on a TV show? That's fine. Is it a celebrity? That's a gray area. I would say it's fine. Personally, if you meet somebody, a stranger, and 5 minutes later you want to call them an egg, probably not the most appropriate thing to do. But if people call me an egg, I have no problem with it, right? I'm on YouTube, I'm putting myself out there in the public. People have called me an egg before on this channel. I'm okay with it, either as a joking around way, which wasn't really done in an offensive way, and B, just kind of inquiring if I was trans, just kind of using it as trans lingo. And I personally think that both those use cases are okay. There are some that would disagree and say you should never use it under any circumstances, or you can only use it to talk about yourself, or if somebody had came out afterwards, and those are valid points. But personally, I think as long as it's not in like a derogatory or harassing way, it's okay to use it in other ways as well. So to recap, an egg is a trans person that does not realize they're trans yet, and in hindsight, everything just makes sense, their thoughts, their actions, or whatever it might be. So that is an egg, and if you do not understand what an egg is at this point, well, I'm sure there's plenty of other resources on the internet, and good luck to you. On that note, I am out and love ya.